Okay. I would like to share my experience with Dr. Anand Nangwani. I've met him many times now. We share a good rapport with each other now. He is professionally sound, I must say, very sound and competent with what he does. Uh, Pre-surgery, during surgery, post-surgery, he has been very helpful and very candid with his advices. He has told me right on my face what I need to do, what I don't need to do. One thing I realized, one good thing about him I realized is a very uh, he leads his team of that hair transplant technicians very well. I could sense the humor going around in that OT, though the supposedly the OT is supposed to be a tense place, but then there was humor going around. Everybody was laughing, everybody was cheering each other, and then very friendly environment. So overall, I had a very good interaction with Dr. Anand Nagwani. Anybody looking for a hair transplant surgery, I strongly recommend to come and visit him. You will definitely get satisfied, and you will definitely reap the benefit of the experience he has in this field. I've done my hair surgery in this Kolkata Cosmo Clinic. It's been 10 days now. I'll just tell you my experience about how did I go about, how did I find this clinic, how was the surgery, how's the post-surgery thing going on. I have done my hair transplant surgery some 10 years back in Delhi, but over a period of time my hairline was again thinning out, so I decided to go for another hair transplant surgery. So obviously I was looking in internet for some good hair transplant clinics. That is how I come across Dr. Cosmo Clinic, Calcutta Cosmo Clinic. So I had couple of appointments with doctor here. He was very helpful. He gave me frank and candid suggestions. There were two options to go for FUE or FUT. The earlier surgery I had was FUT, so I decided to go with FUE because otherwise there will be more scars behind my back. And doctor also suggested accordingly that I should go ahead with the FUE surgery rather than FUT. Anyways, because of this pandemic going around, doctor recommended me a couple of tests which I had to go through. It included the COVID test as well, which I did, and fortunately it was negative. I visited doctor, and then he gave me a date and a couple of medicines just a day prior to the surgery. So overall, I would say this whatever I told you was a pre-surgery things which I interacted with doctor and the clinic, and it was satisfactory. The date of surgery was on the day of surgery. I arrived in the clinic at about 8:30, 8:15. After initial, I was given some medicine. I was given a haircut. My hair was shaved off, and the surgery started at about say 9:30. The surgery was long, I must say. It ended at about 1700 hours, almost 8.5 hours of surgery. I must say it's a very the surgery needed a lot of patience for me as well, and for the team of the doctor and the technicians who were doing the surgery. It required each hair to be plucked out and put in somewhere, and then and I went for 2,500 plus grafts. So you can imagine the amount of patience required to plug out 2,500 plants with precision. I was given local anesthesia. Yes, local anesthesia. It was painful initially, but after a couple of injections, you don't feel any pain. It is like any other routine surgery where you are given anesthesia before the surgery. And I must say it was the operation theatre, OT, I would say, or the place where I was getting the surgery done. It was pretty well equipped. It had all the equipment required. There was this BP machine going around and a lot of other things going on which I really don't know about, but then yes, it was pretty well equipped. I could sense it, and doctor was also helpful. He kept on asking me about my how do I feel uncomfortable, things like that. But yes, it was not uncomfortable. I would not say uncomfortable, but it required a lot of patience. You have to lie down on your back for good, lie down on your stomach rather, sorry, for good about 4.5 hours for the follicles to be picked out of your back of your head. So it was actually more of patience rather than pain. Anyway, so during 8 hour surgery, we took a break for lunch where I was provided lunch, and then again we continued with our surgery. It finally ended up at about 1700 hours. Uh, the overall surgery, I would say, was very pleasant. I must not say that it was painful. Yes, it was painful initially, but otherwise it was not at all painful. But I was interacting with the doctor. Everybody has a different threshold of taking on pain. So probably my threshold was a little higher, so I didn't feel pain. But otherwise also I feel the pain factor is not too much if you consider the positive side of getting your hair back. Anyway, so after surgery I was all okay. I had absolutely no problem. Yes, there was a band-aid around my head. That's all what was different when I moved out of this clinic. This was during the surgery. I'm pretty satisfied with the procedure which I had in this clinic. And after surgery, I was advised to visit doctor thrice. I've already visited him twice. This we are recording on my second visit to the doctor. It's after 10 days, 9 days to be precise. You can see the progress on my forehead. I'm pretty satisfied with it. The first visit was he wanted to see how these follicles are holding up. That was third day after the surgery. It didn't take much of time. It just took 10 odd minutes to see the progress, and then he left me. Today I came by the bandage were taken off. I was given a head wash. He had a closer look. He seems to be satisfied. Even I am pretty satisfied. And next visit I am scheduled after 7 days. I'm sure that the progress right now will also be the same. It will be no different. It will be and I'm sure the progress will be good. So I must say overall the overall experience so far has been good. Let's wait for another 2-3 months for this hair to grow. Then I'll come back to you again if required. Thank you very much.